Let's talk for a second about the bottom bouncer. And if you're a walleye fisherman, you're probably already familiar with this presentation. Bottom bouncers have been catching walleyes for decades, and we use them everywhere. We use them in rivers, we use them in natural lakes, we use them in the Great Lakes, and we even use them in impoundment. So any place you're going to find a walleye swimming, chances are you're probably going to find people using bottom bouncers. It is the ultimate presentation for getting bait near the bottom, and typically we'll do this with night crawlers, with minnows, or with leeches. If you're not familiar with the bottom bouncer sinker, here it is. There's nothing much special to it. It's a piece of wire. It's got a lead weight molded on the long arm. On the short arm, it's got a snap swivel, and of course that's where we would put our leader going back to our spinner or whatever bait that we happen to be using. And then there's a line tie attachment here, okay? So this one happens to be made by Eagle Claw, and the reason I like this is because as plain as this might look, it actually is a little bit different than the typical bottom bouncer, and it functions a little bit better. Now here in my right hand I have another bottom bouncer, and as I put them together you can see one is taller than the other. And why is that important? Well, when you're fishing a bottom bouncer, what you're trying to do is get bait close to the bottom, but you don't want it to touch the bottom. Because if it touches the bottom, chances are your rig is going to get fouled. You're going to get grass on it, you're going to get zebra mussels on it, you're going to get debris on it that you don't want, and you're not going to catch fish. So having a taller bottom bouncer, what that does is it positions your harness a couple of inches further up off the bottom, so it's more user-friendly. So a person that's never used a bottom bouncer, if you take this taller one and put it in the water, chances are you're going to be fishing effectively. If you take this shorter one and you don't set it perfectly, there's a pretty good chance that you're going to be dragging your rig on the bottom and fouling and not being effective, not catching as many fish as you need. Now bottom bouncers come in all different kinds of sizes, from about 1 ounce all the way up to 4 and even 5 ounces. The ones that I typically carry the most, I carry 1 ounce versions, I carry 2 ounce versions, and I also carry 3 ounce versions. Now a 3 ounce version is going to fish you down to about 30 feet of water. A 2 ounce version is going to get you down to about 20 feet of water nicely. And if you're fishing shallower, a 1 ounce is going to fish you down in that 10 to 15 foot of water. So if you're looking for a bottom bouncer you just can't go wrong on, check out the Eagle Claw. They're priced right and they work perfectly.